What's going on? What's going on, team? Welcome back to another week. Welcome back to another Money Monday. My name is Xander with Facer Trading Academy. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are coming back, welcome back. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Like this post if you do find value in this video, and do share it with a friend. So today, what we're going to talk about, not too much has changed. We're still seeing the market selling off. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is how do you make money in the stock market when we're seeing a stock market crash or a pullback or in a bear market, right? There's two ways, really. Well, there's a lot of different ways, but obviously two ways that are pretty obvious, right? So for one, you can short different stocks, right? So you can short the market, you can short different stocks, or two, you can trade a strategy that our team has been trading for the last few months, last 2 weeks, basically, and the last few couple months, right? So ever since we started seeing a pullback, we've kind of shifted our focus to trading this strategy from trading various stocks, just because it seems a little easier than just trying to short stocks, because stocks just have so much variability versus this strategy. It really just depends on the market direction. And then once you see and figure out the market direction from the morning, you can definitely take advantage of it by either longing or shorting it using two different inverse ETFs, right? So if you guys have been following these videos and if you guys have been following this channel, you guys already probably have a good idea of what we're going to be talking about today. And that is the NASDAQ/NQ and the SPY, along with TQQQ and SQQQ. So we've seen a lot of success with SQQQ over the last few weeks and last couple of months as the market has been pulling back. We were able to take advantage of this market pullback by buying SQQQ, right? So let's go ahead and zoom out. That way you guys can kind of see how this works as I explain it. So this is today, basically, where we see this major volume coming up. And as the market was selling off, we saw SQQQ gaining, right? We constantly saw it make newer highs and newer highs, right? And as the market was selling off, we saw TQQQ dropping. So TQQQ follows exactly what the market is doing. /NQ, which is the NASDAQ. So whatever the NASDAQ is doing, TQQQ is going to be doing the same thing. So if it's selling off, TQQQ is going to be selling off. If the market's selling off, SQQQ is actually going to be going up. So that's basically what we've been doing. Every morning we wake up and we look at what the market is doing. If we see the market pulling back as we did today on Monday, right? We saw, let's go ahead and zoom out. That way you guys can kind of have an idea of what's going on. So basically, let me go ahead and zoom into the pre-market hours. So as you can see, let's go to 10-minute actually. There we go. So as you can see, this is where Friday closed, right? This morning, what we did is we opened up our platform, we got behind our desk, and we saw that the market was actually pulling back pre-market, meaning it was pulling back before 6:30, which is our time in the Pacific Standard Time. Our market opens at 6:30. So before 6:30, we saw the market pulling back. So as the morning was going on and we were getting closer to that opening bell, we saw that the market has continuously kept on making lower lows and lower lows. So we decided to go into SQQQ. When we joined SQQQ and bought into SQQQ, we took a long position on this. We knew that this was going to go up as long as the market's going down. And as the day played out, we continued to see lower lows on the NASDAQ and making new lows, all-time lows, basically over the last 4 months. And we ended up seeing SQQQ gaining, right? So that's in essence kind of how this strategy works. If the market started to, make highs and push up to the upside, we would have jumped into TQQQ because TQQQ would go up when the market is going up. So in essence, that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys have been looking how to make money in the stock market when we're seeing a crash, because as we've seen a huge pullback. There's no denying that. As the interest rates, got announced, the fact that they were getting raised 50 basis points, and the news that 75 basis points was a little bit off the table for now, as long as things are getting taken care of. Basically what was said was that they were trying to do another 250 basis point hikes later on. And so everybody was kind of expecting that 75 to potentially be an option, but that was already shot down. So as soon as that got shot down, we ended up seeing the market push up real quick, just because people got excited about the fact that, that was off the table. So that's why we saw the spike right here. This was right before it got announced. We saw, well, leading up to it, we saw a pullback, and then it got announced that, 75 was off the table. It spiked up for that end of the day. And then that very next day, it started dropping once again. And ever since then, we saw the market pulling back. As of right now, we're kind of starting to see a little bit of a push to the upside. I'm not saying that we're in a reversal right this second, but, this is what the strategy is all about. Tomorrow, we're going to wake up. If we see the market pushing up, we're just going to buy TQQQ. If we're going to continue to see the market pulling back, we're going to buy more SQQQ and capitalize on this short. So in essence, SQQQ is shorting it. TQQQ is longing the market. So just wanted to share with you guys this little tip. Whether you guys are watching this in the current moment, and want to take advantage of it, or at any other point in time when the market's selling off, this strategy will work. The only thing I do want to mention to you guys is that TQQQ and SQQQ are leveraged, meaning so for every 1% that the market goes up or down, each of these will go 3%, right? So if the market goes up by 1%, you're going to make 3% on TQQQ. If the market's going down by 1%, you're going to lose 3%, or not lose, but you're going to gain 3% by shorting it, by buying into SQQQ. So that's kind of the strategy. If you guys do have any questions, make sure to drop them down below. If you guys have any other suggestions of videos that you guys want to see, or stocks that you guys are watching, drop them in the comments below. Share your thoughts on this strategy. What do you think? Is this a strategy that you would take advantage of? Have you been making money in the stock market as it's been selling off, or have you been wondering? And if this is useful, make sure to like the video, comment that this was useful, spark a conversation with me. I'm always responding to comments, and I'll see you guys on next week's Stock Talk video.